managed Beats by Dre, 5-Hour Energy drink, Vita Coco. Like we were the ones that were, that sister company, we were getting them on the shelves and doing their marketing and sales in store. And so of course, I think it was around 2013, 2014, there was a increasing growing need for e-commerce representation from those brands. And although our main focus at that time was in store at Walmart and Sam's Club and some others like 7-Eleven and Costco, Amazon was the one, right? Amazon was like, all right, if we're going to launch your brand on online retail, it's going to be Amazon. We started with Walmart too, but it was nowhere where it is now, and it still has a ways to go. But it was live around, at least when I joined the team in 2016. So anyway, what's really cool about that is we bring a lot of those like deep-rooted relationships when it comes to Walmart and learnings. And so especially on the Walmart.com side, we know like the ins and outs of how you can, really get in front of the buyers. We have those relationships. We're in and out of Walmart's offices every day. And that's kind of where the nuances of Walmart.com come into play, because it's much different than Amazon in that way.
This was an interesting thing for me when we actually got to meet in person at Sell and Scale in Vegas. I met a number of other people on the Vendo team as well, and realized that Vendo is very much like an onion. There's just layers and layers to the services that you provide, and the sort of branches inside. And I met some folks on the Walmart team, and I know that that's especially relevant right now for a whole lot of e-commerce sellers that are looking to expand and to branch out as the Walmart.com sort of selling ecosphere becomes more sophisticated and more accessible. And there's been a lot of struggles in and around that. So having someone or like a company that has those deep roots with Walmart, that already has those established things, that already knows who and what and wherefore, is super, super valuable to so many folks right now. I know many of our members specifically are looking for somebody to work with on that.
Yeah, no, that's great. I'm glad you can see that. And it is complicated. You've got 1P at Walmart, but you have like two different versions of 1P depending on if you're in store or you're not in store. And then you have the 3P side, which is more like Amazon 3P with the marketplace. So when you talk about Walmart, it's not just if you're on .com, you might be in marketplace, but you might not be in marketplace, even though you're on the market. It's kind of confusing. And so we help kind of show you the way and make sure everything's all streamlined.
That's awesome. So I had this was an earlier question that I wanted to ask. So I know that there was a variety of different ways, but full service to say the least. And that there's a variety of different branches. And you said that there's a team that if you go full hog with Vendo, that you get to work with. Do you also offer more of an a la carte type of concept? Like, can people reach out and work with you just on one element or another, or do they have to do the full experience?
Yeah, certainly. So there are certain services that we do offer a la carte.